Well, well, well. This missing plane gets stranger and stranger. Now there is some kind of, I don't know what you want to call it, proof or what, but there is sort of some evidence that this plane, while the pings were still going on, went on for 5 hours after it's disappeared. But the plane went 45 degrees up, 45,000 feet up, way above a normal airplane where they're supposed to fly. That's no oxygen, okay? That's when the things would drop down and you put over your mouth. And then after it went up there, it made a dive sharply back down to 35,000, something like that, and then back up. Well, if it really happened that way, pretty well all the passengers would be dead. Sad to say, but they would. Because those little masks is not made to stay very high altitudes. They run out of oxygen. And I've got a deal I found to kind of help you realize that whoever did this did it on purpose and meant to kill the passengers. Meant that the only one to be surviving is the ones in the cockpit, which their oxygen lasts much longer, and ones that had oxygen canisters. So that would eliminate the having to worry about what do we do with the passengers. All you have to do is remove the dead bodies. So if this is true, they're not after money for kidnapping the passengers. They wanted them dead. They want that airplane for whatever reason. And I'm serious. This airplane may show up again in someone's skies, loaded with bombs, or those things that will take down the electrical grid. I found out, you know, the battery in a cell phone is very highly explosive because of the type of battery it is. I'm learning a lot of things by watching this. I'm going to try to make it short, because if this is true, then the passengers are all dead. Every one of them. Only but the select few that was supposed to live, lived. And if they wanted all the passengers dead, they did this in a way which is horrifying. They would have got very ill, sick. Especially those babies that's on that plane. That's a horrifying way for them to die. And if this really happened, these people are evil, vindictive, and mean. 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 I don't know if they'll ever see this video of mine, but I'm telling you, you're mean to kill a bunch of people like that if that's what you did. You know, it'd be better off if you just took a gun and shot them in the head. At least that's more merciful than killing them with altitude sickness. That's horrifying. Especially babies. Oh my word. Oh my word. People, we really need to pray Maybe that's the reason why I'm just feeling the need to pray for them. But if this is what happened, they went up, killed them, brought them down, you know, those sudden climbs and sudden falls. Anyway, it explained in this article. And there's a suspect that that's what happened, because the plane, they're pretty sure they climbed above the altitude they're supposed to be in, and then all of a sudden just dropped, and then come out of the drop. It would have already been pre-planned. And now I want you to remember, the captain and the co-pilot both had simulators at home, and they would have known how to handle this. They would have practiced it till they got it down right. I mean, the news guy says it would be pretty hard for them to do that. Well, if you got a simulator at home and you're practicing and practicing and practicing, you know, practice makes perfect. So they would have known what they was doing, how to do it in a precise manner to kill the people back there in the back, and also protect themselves and the few that needed to be protected for whatever. I'm not saying that the 2 young men that had the false passports was in on this, but that man, Steele, that man that gave his ring and watch to his wife and left instructions what to do, really, really, really bothers me. It does. There's something wrong with that picture. I just believe there's something wrong, and the poor woman, and she's suffering, and because she loved him. It's sad all the way around. But there's more to what happened to this plane. More. And it will come back. I really feel this, that it will come back to haunt either us or Israel. It'll haunt some country. It'll either be us or Israel. This was done for a specific reason. And if this is what really happened, these people are very calculating, cold-hearted, and uncaring about humanity, a human life. If they worship Allah, they don't care about us, nor the people that was on that plane or how they died. But I'm going to put this article below. I know it's another speculation, but believe me, this is another possibility, okay? Read the article. And when I heard this on the news, I'm going, have you ever had altitude sickness? It's horrifying. It really is. It's horrifying. You throw up, you get nauseated, you get sick, you get dizzy. It's horrifying, people. Until you get oxygen on. And then if they had the oxygen, they stayed up long enough that the oxygen would run out. And that just, it's horrifying. Okay?
Why use Toyota service centers? Well, you wouldn't use just any
So, anyway, read the article, please. And because if this is what happened, those passengers are already dead. But another little informative, another little thing that went on in the news. And pray, because I pray that you're all blessed on this Sabbath day. This is Friday, and it's about time for me to light my candles and pray. And I'm going to still be praying for these people in case they're still alive, or maybe some of them are. But we are living in strange days, strange events, and they're going to get stranger, people. Yeah. They're going to get stranger. Maybe that's what's going to be happening over in Israel with this plane. They got this plane for a specific reason, because you know the first blood red moon is on Passover. Expect anything, pray earnestly, and seek Yeshua HaMashiach and his covering for you and your family and people around you. This is important, people. Pray like you've never prayed before. Read the scriptures like you've never read before, and get in earnest with him. This is no game. We are in the last days. Wake up, people. Wake up, or you're going to find yourself staring things that are going to be unbelievable straight in the face. Be blessed on this Sabbath day. Shabbat Shalom.